Hi, my name is Cindy, and it is time for a recreation inspiration. If you have been here before, thanks for returning. If you're new, welcome to Z9 Designs. Please subscribe and keep watching for the recreation of an individual's or company's creation. So let's get started. Antique Farmhouse is a source for farmhouse decor. I have been inspired by some of their Christmas items that can be used during the holidays or some year-round. These items may add some interest anywhere in your home and will help with seasonal decorating. DIY number 1, Rocking Deer. The supplies needed include black chalk paint, 2 black cabinet handles, and this is for door handles, 2 black cabinet decor handles, 1 acrylic deer, a piece of wood, brown chalk paint, E6000 ribbon, rubbin buff. This rocking deer was easy to make because the supplies are minimal and the piece of wood was given to me. Now the handles and the acrylic deer was in my stash. I took the piece of wood and stained it with watered down brown chalk paint, and I rubbed the front and back, and I made sure that it wasn't too dark or too light. Made sure it was just right, color of medium brown. Then the acrylic deer was painted black. And I used a couple of coats on the deer to make sure that, none of the acrylic showed through. And then I set it aside to dry. Next, I used some rub and buff to give the deer a nice kind of metallic glow. And I just set it aside. Then it was time to deal with the wood. I drilled 4 openings on the underside of the wood piece. Then I took a screwdriver and I twisted the screws into the wood, and that is through the handles. There's 2 openings on each side. Now the wood rocks, and how cool is that? I put some E6000 on the deer's feet and adhered it to the top side of the wood. And I think it was kind of good that I put the cabinet handles on the other side, because when I put the deer on top of the wood, I could see where it was balanced, and so it wouldn't put the deer to the left side or the right side. And it was pretty stable. Then I tied an organza ribbon around the neck of the deer, put it on the fireplace mantle, and I just love this piece. It is so nice and classy. And you can tie a red ribbon around the deer's neck. You can put any color, green, any of the holiday colors around the neck. But I love this one. This is probably my favorite. DIY number 2, Joy Sign. The supplies needed include a thrifted earring holder, 2 square wood pieces, 3x5 by 3x5, some wooden letters, a J, O, and a Y, some wire ribbon. You need a little reptile adhesive, and you could use also some wood glue and possibly some hot glue if you so chose. Now, Antique Farmhouse had a tabletop joy sign that fit my aesthetics. I am all about joy this year. It has kept me healthy, and I can display good vibes to others. Antique Farmhouse had a metal joy tabletop sign with a wood base, but my joy sign is all made from wood. I removed the hooks from the earring holder and painted it all white. And I also found 2 pieces of wood and use some brown paint mixed with water to kind of give them what I call a brown wash. The joy sign is wooden, and I use reptile adhesive to glue the words joy on top of the rod. I think I got the letters from Dollar Tree. Then I used some brown paint and I just dry brushed onto the letters and the rod and everything that was white. This kind of gave it an old world look. This is 8.5 inches in height and 3.5 inches across. I have hopes that your Christmas season is filled with joy this year and next. This is on the rustic side, but you can make it with the words peace, love, and this can be put in your wreath or it can just be put on your table. Isn't this a great word? I just love joy. Now, Recreation Inspiration is a collaboration where you can create what the other DIYers have made. The hosts for this collaboration are Lowly D's Creation and Lady Red Crafting. The guest host is Craftacular. You really need to check out their DIYs and see what they're making. They are wonderful women. The links to their channels are listed in the description box below. Also, there are other collaborators that have made Christmas items that I am sure you will enjoy watching. And the link to the playlist is in the description box below. So let's continue on to the next recreation. DIY number 3, a deer stand with a glass candle holder. The supplies needed include a skinny metal deer, a wooden box 5 by 2 1/4 inches, plaster chalk paint, brown chalk paint, E6000, and a red velvet ribbon, a ruler for making stripes, some greenery, and a candle holder with a plastic top from Dollar Tree. I think it was from a wine glass. And then a stamp. This glass candle holder is supported by a metal deer to create this seasonal tabletop accent piece. You can place a tea light inside, or you can place some greenery inside for a holiday vignette. This piece adds a woodland charm to any room in your home. I started out by painting the box brown. And then I put some skinny stripes around the edges and part of the top. And to do this, I took a ruler and just kind of measured out the lines on the sides and the top. In the middle of the sides, I painted it with plaster chalk paint, and it is beginning to take shape. However, the top middle, it was painted brown. Then I glued the 4 legs of the deer with E6000, and I put some greenery in the container and tied a red velvet ribbon around the neck. You know, I always have to be a little extra. After that was done, I decided to stamp some words underneath the deer. The words joyful, joyful we adore thee was stamped there. This is a relatively easy DIY that anyone can do. I didn't have to purchase any item because I had everything on hand. DIY number 4, Winter Wonderland Lighted Snow Globe. The supplies needed include a cloche from Dollar Tree, some faux snow, a couple of deers made out of cardboard or balsam wood, trees, fairy lights, hot glue, paper which was wood themed, some reptile adhesive, You can set it anywhere and enjoy the woodsy charm of the trees, deer, and tiny lights. I can even see this as a nightlight. I got the cloche from Dollar Tree and painted the perimeter around it brown. Then I found some paper that looked like wood, and I used reptile adhesive to adhere it to the bottom of the cloche. And I had painted the bottom brown, and then I took some reptile adhesive and adhered the paper that looks like wood around the bottom. Then I used my Big Shot. This is a die cutting machine, and I cut out 2 deer and 2 trees. One was cut out of paper and the other I used balsam wood. However, I struggled as balsam wood was going through my die cutter, and so I used some very tough cardboard and just painted it to look like wood. I wanted them to stand upright, so I used a bit of hot glue at the bottom to make sure they were upright. And then I put the deer facing each other and the bigger tree in back of the cloche. The more airy tree was in back of the deer. And since there was an opening at the bottom, I threaded the fairy lights through the opening and put the control on the bottom, and I just taped it there. This is so great because you cannot see the control. You turn out the lights and watch the holiday theme come to life. And let me know what you think about this DIY. If you have liked this recreation collaboration, please subscribe to my channel and join in the fun. My channel is growing, so keep on watching and follow me on social media, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok. And thanks for watching. I appreciate all of your comments and support. And remember, worry never robs tomorrow of the sorrow. It only saps today of its joy. And this is from Leo Biscawa. See you later. Bye-bye.